Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1121. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham and invite you to click on that link on the Facebook site. Join me on camera, shoot the breeze, share information, promote yourself and or your business or event. That would be really, really fun. Also, if you could share this out, that would be awesome so that more people here in Durham can know what's happening. Okay, let's get started. Let's see. Let's start with the word page, checking my notes here and my trusty iPad. So let's start out with the word page, the government and nonprofit information page. Let's scroll down. I do want to let you know that there are some really great programs and services offered by the city of Durham County, and also local nonprofits. And let me show you this Fat Trapper kit. I should have told you about this last week, but this is something you should definitely get if you're doing a lot of holiday cooking. This is free. Wait a minute. This is free from the city. So as you can see, the little city logo there. So this Fat Trapper kit is totally free. It's like plastic, hard plastic. And then it comes with a strainer. Oh, let me tell you what this is all about. They don't want us to pour grease and oil down the drain because that's really bad news for the system. You can clog up, everything. So here's like a strainer, and then you can get a bunch of these bags, which are resealable aluminum type bags that you can later put in here after you pour your grease or oil in it. And you can actually send for the whole kit or just the bags, the refillable bags. And then you get a bunch of bags. You also get, I have a bunch of bags. You also get a scraper, to scrape the oil, out of your pan or whatever. So you get the scraper, beautiful scraper. Also, this is like a jar opener. Okay. So anyway, you can send for these. And then I have the link for you right there on the word page. So all you have to do is to fill out the form and you'll get it real quick in the mail. You can send for multiple, like if you have if you live in a house that has more than one cooking area. Some people have, at least in Chicago, they have something called the German kitchen. Some call them the Dutch kitchen, which is like the showcase kitchens on the first floor, and then the German or Dutch kitchen is in the basement where they do the real cooking. That's really old school. I don't know if people do that anymore. I'll be right back. Put this up. I don't know if people are that persnickety about what people see in their homes anymore. But anyway, what I do with my iPad, let me continue. So go ahead and send for that because when you fill out the form, you'll get it real quick. So anyway, let me continue. The Durham County libraries are all open until 8 tonight. Bragtown opens today at 1, just to let you know. Everything will reopen. All the libraries will open at 9:30, except for Bragtown, and Bragtown will reopen tomorrow at 10. Okay, yeah, somebody pointed out I need to let you know when the libraries open, not just when they close. Okay, let's see what's on the docket at the Durham Tech Small Business Center. These are online webinars for entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs. So today, there's going to be a free class from 6 until 7:30. That is the Marketing Your Small Business. This is a workshop that's totally free. Also today, now, if you use Pinterest for your business, put it in the comments below. I'm very curious how people use Pinterest when it comes to business, but there will be a class letting us know who are curious. From 6 until 8, it's called Pinterest for Business. I should probably sign up for that. Also today from 6 until 8, how to get your small business story told in the media. How about that? Let the Durham Skywriter know, but also find out different ways that you can get your stories told in the media, definitely. And just to let you know, as far as the Durham Skywriter is concerned, I do video, social media. You can also come on Bull City Hangout and let everybody, know what you're doing. Totally free. All right, let us now go to the health page where I do have your COVID-19 test and vaccine updates, also places where you can pick up the tests. Dr. 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗧𝗬 was with us last week, and he did say it's a good idea to collect some of these tests so that you can check your guests at the door, if you know what I'm saying, for Thanksgiving. Although I hate the idea of having to turn somebody away, but maybe you can just give them a mask, not turn them away completely. Okay, let's see. Also on the health page, help is open tomorrow. And help oh, I didn't even go to the health page. Let me click on it. There we are. Let me scroll down. So HELP is the Health Equipment Loan Program where people donate self-care and self-transport things like wheelchairs and walkers and strollers and the pickup sticks, the hygiene type things. So you can donate these items, and then the staff at HELP, and HELP is a county run program, by the way. So they disinfect everything and repair them if necessary, and then long-term loan them out to people who need them, especially people who don't have insurance and they can't afford these items anyway. So they're open 2 days a week, Tuesdays 10 to 2, Fridays 1 to 5. Okay, let us now go to the health events page. That's where we go to the top of the health page and click on that big blue button. So let's see what support groups are meeting today. Here it is. So Kids Can Teens. This is sort of new. You might already know about Kids Can. This is for the younger children whose parents, guardians, grandparents have been diagnosed with cancer. They can meet online and talk to Duke staff and just find out what's happening. So the Kids Can Teens are for young people ages 13 to 18 whose parents, guardians, grandparents have been diagnosed with cancer. So this is going to be tonight. It's run by Duke and it's free from 6:30 until 7:30. Also, now tomorrow from 10:30 until noon, there's an online meeting of the Durham Parkinson's Disease Support Group. Again, an online meeting tomorrow, 10:30 until noon. This is also run by Duke. And I do have the contact information so you can contact the person and get the Zoom link. Okay, now we're going to go to the SeniorScope page to see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is, of course, at 406 Rigsby Avenue downtown. Let's see what's happening. Oh, OATS is today, so let's scroll down to OATS. And if you don't know, OATS stands for Older Adults Technology Series, where you can take free classes, learn how to use your gear. So on Mondays and Wednesdays from 2 until 3, they have a class called Smartphone and Computer Assistance. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so tomorrow, this mind, is from 9:30 until 10:45 a.m. You don't have to register. You just show up, and they will guide you to the room, and you can learn how to use your computer and your smartphone to the utmost. Okay, the Aging with Pride support group meets today, and that's older people who are members of the LGBTQ plus community. They meet from 4 until 5 in the classroom. You can learn about different, resources and that sort of thing. Now, tomorrow, there's an open mic. This is something that's kind of new. So the open mic is from 11 until noon, where Danny Lightheart, I love that name, Lightheart, leads the crew, so to speak, the participants in poetry, songs, even stand-up comedy. And, a lot of old folks have a great sense of humor and lots of stories to draw from. So I like the idea of senior comedians, because we have a lot of stories. In fact, in my case, not only do I have my own stories, I have my parents and my grandparents' stories, because my grandparents were great storytellers. So I like that idea. So you want to check that out. It's going to be tomorrow from 11 until noon. Okay, let's see if that's it. The birthday celebrations, right. The November birthday celebrations will also be tomorrow at 12:30. So go ahead and sign up for that if you celebrate your birthday this month. I'll be going to next month's birthday celebrations. My birthday is on December 13th. So be sure to stop by, they probably have cupcakes or something like that, some kind of birthday treats. I'm sure they'll sing happy birthday. So that should be really cute. And I know they take your picture too, because I saw Miss Farrell. Is it Farrell? I can't remember. But she is 110 years old. So she was celebrating her birthday last month. And a friend of mine told me that there are only 60 people in this country who are at least 110, which I think is remarkable. Okay, I don't want to take up your whole afternoon. Let me continue with the Let's Go page, which is the calendar of events page, the last page that we will be visiting today. So let me scroll down to 21 very quickly. And if you're putting on an event that is usually held on Thursdays and Fridays, if you don't mind, let me know if you're still going through with your event. Some people are going through. In fact, Legal Aid NC, it looks like they're scheduling a workshop on Thanksgiving, which is wild. So let me know if your event is still going or if you're postponing it because of the holiday. Let's see. Now, today, New Visions of Africa Restaurant will be giving away free meals from 3 until 6. They're on Fayetteville Street, right next door to W.D. Hill. Also, the Hayti Heritage Center, they're having their Heritage Rhythms African dance class. That's upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium. The fee is $10, which you can probably pay online if you like. But this is an in-person event where you can learn African dance steps and also cardio. So that should be really nice. Durham City Council, they're having their regular meeting. Oh, did I tell you the time? I hope I did. 6:30 until 8, $10. Okay. Durham City Council, they're having their regular meeting from 7 until 10. I should say 10-ish. I have seen them go as long as like midnight. So anyway, from 7 until 10, basically 10-ish. In Durham City Hall, there's all kinds of ways you can attend in person via YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Roku, Apple TV, all those different things. So again, it is from 7 until 10. And the agenda should be right there on the Legalese page. Marva's Fun is having her Stay Well virtual line dance class, 7 until 8 on Zoom, and it is free. Now, tomorrow, let me just let you know that Durham County Sheriff's Office, the Animal Services Division, usually on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday, probably not this Thursday, they have rabies vaccination clinics for only $10, exact change, cash only. So you can call, make the appointment for your pet, and then let's see, you can make the appointment between 9:30 and 11 or between 2 and 3:30. So read about it on the Let's Go page. Don't Waste Durham, they're having their Green to Go Action Team meeting. This is going to be held at their new digs, apparently, in the back cafe area of the Durham Bottling Company on Ramsar. So it's going to be tomorrow from noon until 1. This is where people talk about local action-based trash prevention solutions. Okay, and as you probably know, New Visions of Africa Restaurant, with it being Tuesday tomorrow, they will be having their grocery giveaway starting at 12:30. And also note, tomorrow is the special Durham Farmers Market for Thanksgiving. Okay, let's check the weather, and then let's bring on Guy, our cook, who is waiting in the wings. Let me put this over here. It is 45. I thought it was warmer, but it's 45. I guess I'm getting in the groove in terms of the fall temperatures. So it's 45 and it's sunny. It's not bad at all. It's going up to 51. It's going to be sunny all day. And then tomorrow it's going up to 57, which is more like it, but it's going to be partly sunny. Let me see for Thanksgiving. Let me see. So Wednesday, 62. Not bad. Thursday, 59. Okay, no worries, no complaints. So let's meet with Guy, our cook, who told me via messenger that it's not balmy in Kennewick, Washington. So let's hear directly from Guy. Let's bring him on. Okay, wait, let me do this real quick. Okay, let me do something with these little messages. Yeah, I had to block somebody because they had some bad messages. Okay, let's bring on Guy, our cook. He's already waiting to hear the music. Guy, what's new?
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you didn't say the numbers aloud, because the high temperature today and the low temperature for today, not very good. Not very good.
What are they?
You know, for Thanksgiving, the days ahead coming up, we're supposed to get in the 50s.
Okay.
On Thanksgiving, which
is
phenomenal.
Okay.
it's supposed to be snow flurries today. That's what the wife said. I said, I hope you're wrong. And then I looked at weather.com. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The good news, 1% chance of precipitation. Okay.
Oh, just one. Oh, okay.
The bad news, 90% humidity.
Ooh.
So I'm
Okay.
thinking
If I
if
get a little
we get
something.
frozen humidity in any form, whether it's fog or snow or whatever,
You don't want that.
I have to go about 10 miles up the road at 11 o'clock. And I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
Anyway,
you don't want to.
the reason I popped in and what I'm sharing today,
Oh, let me click.
this was a scam that almost happened to me.
Ooh, what is this?
We had a laundry cart that we were selling on Facebook Marketplace. I thought, okay, I can do that. So I put it on there, and last night I got a message, is this still available? Yeah, it is. We want $70 for it. So the scammer said, well, let me send you this code for Google Voice so then I can make sure you're safe, so I'll feel more safe. And I thought, nah, that sounds too scary, too scammy. So I Googled it real quick.
Yeah.
Under the headline, selling on Facebook Marketplace, it's channel 43 TV, someplace I forget where, but I've got the link there in the notes, and I'll put that link. The tiny URL is what I shortened it up to because it was a big, long bunch of letters and stuff. And so I put that out, and I'm doing more shout outs than the law allows, probably, because this was new to me. I guess it's been around for years. But what they do, they say, okay, Pat, is your troll doll still available? And you say, yeah, okay. And then they'll come back and they'll say, okay, I'm going to send you this code. No, first they say, well, I'm going to call you on the way over there. What's your phone number? So I gave them the phone number, because that's public information. They don't have to sweat bullets to get that.
Okay.
And then they said, well, I'm going to send you a code so I feel safe. And I said, this is Kennewick. This isn't like South Boston or some combat zone.
Hey.
This is like Facebook Marketplace, okay? You should feel pretty damn safe from the get-go.
Yeah.
So I Googled it real quick and came up with this link on the scam. And what they do is they send you that code.
Yeah.
And then you send it back. And it was a 6-digit code. And once they have that code, they then go to Google Voice and say, hey, I need to reset my Google Voice phone number. Here's my phone number. Here's the code. And then they can get into your Google Voice.
Okay. I don't have Google Voice anymore, but for those who have Google Voice, that's pretty, wow. That's pretty,
Yeah.
that could be.
I don't use it. I use, if you can't call me on the phone or talk to me on Whereby, forget about it. I just had a guy on LinkedIn who wants to, those people that advertise, well, we'll build you a mobile application and all that stuff. And so I just told him, I said, Jake, I said, give me your contact information. If someone comes up with something on the recipe that I can't do, then I'll fire it back to you. But anyway, for anybody that's selling on Facebook Marketplace, and God bless them, there are people that are doing that. This is a scam I'll make you aware of. In fact, I think I'll just take the whole post.
It's really frustrating because a lot of people like to sell on Facebook Marketplace because they feel that it's safer than Craigslist.
Yeah. I don't do Craigslist. Too much. That's the South Boston combat zone. And I shouldn't keep saying South Boston. That's
in Virginia. It's not too far from me.
Yeah, in the 60s, South Boston was pretty bad, but I don't think
was it? Oh, okay. Okay, I've heard of it, yeah.
They've probably cleaned it up as much as possible.
I'm sure.
Anyway, That's
Well, thank you for that, Guy, because I didn't know that people were even targeting folks on Facebook Marketplace, and I guess they would only, of course, contact people with items for sale on the
right.
marketplace.
And
So,
Facebook makes it easy as cake to do. They've got it right on the thing. Is this still available? And you click on the button and
yeah,
it sends you
yeah.
a message. So
Man.
their knock on the door is very common, you know.
Mhm.
But when they start this, I'm going to send you a code so I feel safe.
Yeah, I
No,
think anybody sending you a code should not be trusted unless you're doing something with somebody you absolutely know. Like, like if you're reset, like for example, um, my physician has an online system, Duke University Medical. They have a system. So I realized that I neglected to have my city or address or something. So
yeah,
I was able, yeah. So they send you a code to make sure, is that really you?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've
So
seen that before. Yeah,
yeah. So that's so if you're doing business with somebody you absolutely know and trust, sure. But just some mug on the internet. Mm-mm,
yeah, yeah. And
mm-mm.
that scammer, I sent him back the link. I said, "Oh, I just found out this about sending a Google code. I feel a lot safer now." And then I left.
Wow. They
So
probably took they probably took you off the list quite angrily.
I'm sure that they went, "Damn," or
No,
some
no,
other
no
ads.
cursing on Bull City Hangout. No cursing on Bull City
Oh no, I
Hangout.
was talking about the retaining wall for water. Like they build a
Oh, okay.
hydrant. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Okay.
didn't think I meant the cut? No, I know you can't say cuss words.
No, no
And a minute ago, when I
cursing.
first came in the room, you were doing something about cooking something in the Dutch oven, and you went off
Well,
camera, and I thought, God, oh, just like now, just like now.
uh-oh.
I
Are you
thought,
gonna tell a bad joke? A dad joke? Okay, go ahead.
and if she goes off camera, then I just simply say those magic words. Computer, tell me a Dutch oven joke.
Did you hear about the pot that married a Dutch oven? The skillet was his best pan.
Oh, oh, oh. That's a good one.
See?
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about this, the fat trapper that the city gives away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you have it in your town? The city here.
I've seen it where there's trucks here that go around to restaurants
Mhm.
and take all of the cooking oil and stuff, and they repurpose it somehow and make fuel out of it.
Oh,
But
somebody does it here in Durham too. Yeah.
I've never seen a little small one like that. I've only
Yeah.
seen
See Fat Trapper bag,
yeah,
and they're resealable aluminum bags.
yeah,
And you pour your oil and your grease in here, and of course you can store it in your box, and
yeah.
then when you're done, then you put it in the trash instead of pouring it down the sink.
Oh,
So yeah.
you're a Roku user. I got to tell you, this is another
I
piece.
am a Roku user.
The
Yes.
Roku Black Friday price is out
Mhm.
for the
Oh.
latest and greatest Roku that they'll hook up with Alexa, and you can say, show me in action movies and so forth.
Oh,
It's
really?
on sale for 50% off on Amazon. I out the door, tax and all, it was like less than $20.
You know what? I know a couple
So
of people who need Roku. I'm going to tell them that for sure.
yeah,
Thank you.
because it's a good service, and from time to time they tweak it and make it better, and add new
Mm.
features and so forth. So I try to every couple of years. I think I'm on about my third or fourth one.
I'm on my third. Yeah,
Yeah,
third. What is the one that I have? I have well, it's real slim. I can't see the
yeah,
model number. But yeah, I do have. I think this is my second or third.
okay. But
Now,
anyway,
did you say it's through the Roku website or?
I think I bought it off of Amazon. Let me look this real quick.
Okay. In fact, let me make a note. Roku, 50% off.
Homepage, Amazon.
That's really good to know.
Your-
And if you don't know how that works, folks, basically you do have to
Yeah,
have
I got it off of Amazon. And
Amazon. Okay.
let me see.
And let me explain real quick while you're looking. Let me just explain.
Yeah, my total. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So you get the Roku. It's very. I wish I could show you, but you get a little an adorable little. Of course, mine's in a case. Little remote, and basically you hook it up to your internet, and then your flat screen TV has to be a modern TV. Hooks up to it via the internet, and then you can acquire channels from the channel store. I only use the free channels, but you can, especially if you're from another country, a lot of times you have to pay a subscription, but you can get channels from your country. Also, I like movies from,
And there's
and culture. I mean, there are all kinds of interests.
Yeah.
My
if
interests
you've
are
got a flavor of movie, and you can't find it anyplace else. Check Roku, because you can put in the history of typing in the Dutch oven as a category. Why am I saying Dutch oven?
You can probably do that.
That's my word of the day. Anyway,
but you can access. You can access what's that called? The Netflix and what's the other one?
Hulu.
BBC, not BBC.
Yeah, you can get BBC.
Prime, Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
probably BBC too. Oh yeah. So weather channels, cooking channels,
Disney
toy
Plus.
review channels. Oh yeah, Disney Plus, all that. So what else were you going to say about it, Guy? He says through Amazon.
I just looked on the Amazon order, and under the order details, $19.56. Roku Express new for 2022 HD streaming device with high-speed HDMI cable and simple remote, guided setup, and fast Wi-Fi. So it's all there.
Whoa. Okay. Thank you, because that would be a beautiful Christmas present for a lot of folks.
Well, yeah, it's perfect stocking stuffer because it's tiny. It's not great big.
My sister and brother-in-law just switched to Roku. I guess last year. They were tired of paying for cable. And wait a minute, did they get rid of? I don't know if they have cable and Roku or just Roku. But anyway, Roku's
what I had the problem with, because I went to the fiber, was to find a service that had local news. Most all of them. If I got it from Spectrum, that's the name of the cable company here. Okay. I said, why can't I go with my high-speed connection and access your app? No, you have to be on our internet service to use our app, which is...
Well, here in Durham, you can watch WRAL. Yeah. Not totally live, because you can get like the latest headlines and you can click on the different stories and the weather.
Right.
So WTVD is also local, but I don't remember seeing WTVD on Roku. But WRAL, a lot of times when things happen here, you hear sirens or you hear about a crash or whatever, then you go to the WRAL website usually. But I can access them via Roku as well.
Well, the solution that we came up with, and it's not free, but it's YouTube TV. YouTube TV has got, it's not as big as Roku, but it's got all the local affiliations like NBC and CBS and ABC, all of those news channels, the network news. So we went with that.
Isn't that like expensive, like $50 or something?
It's more than that. It's like, I think 60 or 69 something, but it's damn good, darn good.
Darn.
Yeah.
I'm paying about $10 for the I think it's called Prime, YouTube Prime. So I no longer get commercials. No more ads at all. Just when I click on something, boom.
So if you want to watch a movie trailer or something that's on YouTube,
it goes right to it.
You get the content. Yeah, that's worth it. That's a good.
$10 a month is well worth it. because I get so frustrated. But sometimes the ads would come like mid-word, mid-syllable sometimes.
Yeah, they'll be talking along, and the best part of the movie is boom, and then you're off to a commercial. Yeah,
Exactly. Oh my God. So anyway,
so my
you didn't tell us the numbers, the weather.
yeah, I did.
What-
33 and 27.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't think
33
you
for
did.
the high, 27 for the low. That's why I'm wearing this heavy flannel shirt.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking, God forbid, but if I go out there and there's a car wreck or something and I'm delayed in the traffic, I'm not going to freeze to death while I'm waiting.
Well, if you're worried about that, then I suggest you get a Mylar blanket.
Oh yeah, I live in Washington State, Pat. We have all those. We've been there, done that, got the T-shirt. Like
Oh, okay.
in the wintertime, if you're going to go over the pass, the
Hmm.
one thing you put in the back of the car, this was back when the kids were little, is a sleeping bag.
Oh, goodness.
Well,
How long are
what
you?
happened is they have, unbeknownst, I guess now there's probably a Department of Transportation has got a forecast of when they're going to do it, but they have what they call avalanche control, and they set off explosions in the big high mountains areas where the snow is going to block the road, and
They blow it up on purpose?
They stop the cars. Well, sitting there, and you keep the heater going in the car, you keep the car running, but it's still going to be cold. So you take that sleeping bag and unzip it like a great big quilt, and you cover up all the kids in the back seat.
Yeah, that's a really, really good idea, even for our area here in Durham, because when I was at the radio station, WNCU, some of the staff members actually live in Raleigh. And there was like a smidgen of snow. And it took them 8 hours to get from Durham to Raleigh.
Because the traffic was so crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can imagine if they had their kids with them or whatever, that would have been very uncomfortable for the dinkies.
Yeah, not good.
I think Mylar blankets and sleeping bags are a good idea, even for us, for sure. Because you never know. Because when snow hits, we're just all paralyzed. It's ridiculous.
Oh, God. When we lived on the coast, we called them Californians because they would go out and drive. They wouldn't have snow tires on their car. They just said, "Oh, it's snow. Well, we can still drive in that." And they'd always have a wreck. Or you'd see them on a hill and they're just spinning their tires.
Spinning out. Wait, do they still make separate snow tires? Oh, okay. Okay. I don't remember.
You lived in Chicago. You must have had them up there.
No,
they probably chain up in Chicago.
I've seen the chains, but we never have that. Basically, you just try to always have tires with good
good tread.
Yeah.
Well, they make a tire that's called an all-weather tire. I guess
that's
it's good for anything, whether it's rain, snow, hot weather, doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah, I don't bother with that here, but back home, yeah. Actually, I probably should here as well, because since we don't have the salt trucks, we're on our own.
You don't have salt trucks here?
Not in Durham. I think Raleigh does. I've seen a couple of salt trucks in Durham. They will go down the
I guess North Carolina
major highways.
I think the funniest snow removal I've ever seen, and I mean it's never funny, but the most unique, I guess, would be the instance. I was in Olympia, Washington once, back in the 70s, and there was a big dump of snow, not like Buffalo had the other day, but there was a big bunch of snow in Olympia, which never gets snow because it's on the coast of Washington State.
Wow.
And it's that maritime environment, and they rarely get snow. But they had a bunch this time. And a guy was driving a road grader to plow the snow with.
Wow.
He had it chained up on the tires, and he was pushing the snow. And I thought, I'll never see that again. I mean, in Eastern Washington, they have sand trucks and snow plows, and they know it's going to happen here. But
When we had a blizzard, here, I do remember over the radio they were asking people who had what do you call it, 4-wheel drive, and
like a
and
Jeep or
anyone who had a tractor shovel thing in front of their truck to please help, because I think the employees of the hospitals were having a hard time getting in, so they were asking for help to plow the parking lot, so that the employees, because they still had to make it in as best as they could to the hospital. So anyway, I'm gonna go, but thank you for the info. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Especially, I took the note about the Roku. I will definitely tell everybody I know who don't have Roku.
And when you get your new Roku, because I mean that price pretty hard to beat it.
I might not need it though. Mine is new enough, because when the YouTube app disappeared and was no longer supported by the old Roku, that's when I got what I have now.
Upgrade. Right.
Yeah, I had to upgrade. So
how
I
many
think
years
it's new
ago
enough.
was that? I mean, this is new for 2022.
I'll look at it because I might get it. I'll look to see if it has any bells and whistles.
And there you have it, fans. We're going to start the pool. Will Pat get the new Roku or no?
The question is, I've got Roku. Will you get one?
Yeah.
So
no, I've got a Roku already.
No, viewers. I meant viewers.
Oh, I see. Okay, I get you. Yeah, and if there's any questions on hooking it up and you're having a challenge, pop in here and get on camera and say, hey, I'm trying to do this and this and this, and this is what happens. Because we've been there and done that and got the T-shirt.
Yeah. That's very true. It's actually very easy. It's very easy.
Yeah. If anybody had trouble hooking up a Roku, they probably shouldn't have one.
Yeah, no, it's just that they'll have to just read up on it. But I think the hardest part about Roku is if your router can't find it, or rather, if it can't find your router.
Oh, the only support call I've ever had on Roku, a guy had a TV that was too old. He didn't have an HDMI port, so he couldn't connect it. You have to have an HDMI port. That's Hotel David Military India, HDMI. If you don't have an HDMI port, it won't connect.
Oh, yeah. I think that was the other problem. My old I actually had to get a new TV because I had a big, fat, old-fashioned TV.
Yeah, box type.
Actually, this is my third Roku because my first Roku worked with my big, fat TV.
Uh-huh.
And then I got a flat screen, and then I had to update it again when the YouTube app was no longer supported. So this is my third Roku.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let me let you go.
Okay.
And I'll see you next time.
Adios.
Okay.
Take care.
I'll see you later, guy.
Watch out on Marketplace.
For sure. See ya. Always fun when Guy drops by. You can drop by as well. I do Bull City Hangout every weekday at noon. Saturdays at 10 a.m. This is where I tell you what's happening in Durham and invite people to join me on camera. Obviously, guys in Washington State, obviously you don't have to be right there here in Durham, but I do encourage people in Durham, especially people with special events and whatnot, to go ahead and join me on the show and to promote whatever it is they're doing. So have a beautiful day. I try to get out and walk. It's going up to 51. It's going to be sunny just about all day long. Tomorrow it's going to be even better, going up to 57. You might want to do your last minute shopping tomorrow. The farmers market, they're having special Thanksgiving farmers market. So just keep that in mind as well. Anyway, see you later. Ciao for now. Have a beautiful day. See you then.